video is sponsored by Squarespace. When the garden has been put to bed for the year and the very first snowflakes begin to fall, my first thought is seed shopping, because I'm a little obsessed. So today I'm going to share with you guys all of my favorite seed shopping resources so that you can join me in spending all of the money. If you've been here for any amount of time, you know that I love Johnny Seeds. If I was to only ever shop at one seed store ever again, it would be the place. They have an amazing selection of flowers, but even more than that, their veggie selection is incredible too. One of the things that I love the most about Johnny Seeds is that their focus is on stocking the best, most productive varieties. For me personally, seed saving isn't something I do a lot of, and so Johnny's pairs really well with me because a lot of their seeds are hybrid seeds, and that means that they're seeds that have been crossbred with other seeds to try to get the best possible plants to come out of those seeds. And they do. Every year that I go back to order things again from Johnny's, I notice that, you know, maybe some of the things that I had ordered the year before is no longer there. And instead they've brought in new varieties to replace those. And often they'll have in their notes and in their information exactly why. They'll be like, this variety is replacing this because this one has a better flavor with the same amount of productivity. And the fact that they're always researching new options just makes me feel like I can trust them a lot. Johnny's also, if you don't want to shop with them, is an incredible resource just for information. They have tons and tons and tons of files on how to grow everything. Every single variety has an amazing write-up on, you know, how to grow it, how to start it from seed, tips and tricks. So I can't recommend them enough just as an information source even if you're going to be buying your seeds elsewhere. So, number one, Johnny Seeds. You know, I most likely will be spending $1,000 with them this year. Over the last few years with the flower farm, we have discovered a new seed source that is really, really, really great for farmers. We'd been buying a lot of stuff from Johnny Seeds because we weren't necessarily looking for these large quantities. There's also another farmer flower seed source called Geo Seeds that we purchased from a few times, but I'm here in Canada, and one of the problems with that is that I have to get my seeds across the border. And sometimes when my seeds come across the border, I have to like pay a little fee for that. So in an attempt to try to avoid that little extra charge, I started shopping with Ball Seeds, and this is just an incredible company. Ball Seeds is where I buy the plugs that I've been buying over the years for the farm. But they also have great seeds, and they have a lot of really good cut flower options, but they also sell seeds for veggies and stuff like that too. The one problem with Ball Seeds is they're definitely more of a wholesale source. Their smallest seed quantities is 1,000, and if you're like me, I like to buy, you know, each color in its own seed pack. I don't really want to get blended colors so that I know what I'm growing. Getting 1,000 of something, you know, that really adds up. So really great source, really great options, really great prices, amazing customer service, but maybe a little bit too much for home gardeners to be buying all at once. If you're Canadian like me and you want to be shopping in Canada, another company that I highly recommend is West Coast Seeds. West Coast Seeds is a company that I've been buying seeds from for, you know, the last 20 years. They have, you know, some really fun selections. I really liked shopping with them because they were one of the first places that I found some of the Asian veggies that I've, you know, come to love growing. And they have a whole variety of stuff. They also have more of a focus on things that are, you know, good for seed saving, kind of heirloom type varieties, a lot more reasonable packet sizes, and they have some really interesting products. West Coast Seeds is where I've bought a lot of my cover crops, even just for convenience. They have some really interesting lawn alternative options, so, you know, just really interesting to check out. And I also have an affiliate with them, so if you are thinking of purchasing from them, check out my link below. Another Canadian company that I purchased from over the years is William Dam Seeds. They have a really good selection, really great veggies, good flour options too, and their prices are quite affordable. I've run into issues with them post-COVID with ordering online. They do this weird backed up queue thing. So if you're thinking of buying from them, buy from them now, or maybe don't bother for this year, because they can be a little unreliable for when you're going to receive your seeds. The main reason that I'm obsessed with seeds and seed shopping is that once you start exploring varieties, it's just really incredible how much diversity there can be in just even a single crop. The one thing that I think that's really taken my gardening from, you know, the beginner level to that next kind of intermediate level, you know, here 20 years later, is going from just growing those simple basics that you can pick up at the dollar store or the hardware store or wherever you run into seeds for the very first time, and looking at what my growing conditions are and trying to find varieties that are just really well suited to that, and also, you know, looking at what I enjoy to eat and exploring the flavors that I want to get out of the food, or the look and the color that I want to get out of the flowers. My favorite crop to grow is tomatoes. I'm obsessed with them, and I always have been. And so when I found a company like Wild Boar Seeds, you know, it's kind of just the perfect showcasing of everything that, you know, seeds can be. It's an amazing source for just really, really special tomato varieties. At this point, almost all of the tomatoes that I love to grow, I'm growing with seeds that I purchase from Wild Boar Farms. And every time I go on that website, it is like so dangerous. There's all they sell. I mean, I don't actually know this for sure. I'd have to go and check the website. But the only thing I buy from that website is tomato seeds. And it's just pages and pages and pages of options. And every single one is just incredible. My favorite variety of tomato, which I've been growing for years now, I originally got from them. It's called Pink Berkeley Tie-Dye. Can't recommend it enough. And they also have this really incredible cherry tomato called Berry's Crazy Cherry, I'm pretty sure. It's like a yellow teardrop tomato. Just amazing stuff. Cannot recommend enough to go check out all the options there. I'll have links down in the description of this video for all of the websites that I talk about here. So if you're looking to shop, you can find them. But I also want to give a shout out to one last seed company, and that's your local seed company. Almost everyone's gonna have someone locally who's small, who's growing seeds, and you know, if you can find them and support them, that's incredible. Here in Kelowna, where I live, there's a company called Sunshine Farms. Over the years, I've picked up seeds from them, and I've always been really, really happy with them. They have some really unique, adapted to the area tomato varieties that I love to grow. You know, they're amazing. I can't have a link for them though, because I don't know that they have a functioning website. I usually pick up the seeds at events like a Seedy Saturday, which, you know, those events kind of happen all around North America at the beginning of the growing season. So if you have the opportunity to go check out something like that and buy some local seeds, I highly recommend. One thing that all of these companies have in common, except for Sunshine Farms, so they should listen up, is they have a website. that's how they tempt me. That's how they get all my money. And without that website, you know, it would be really hard for them to, you know, sell all these seeds for all of us. This video wouldn't exist. So if you are a company and you don't have a website yet, you really should check out my sponsor, Squarespace, because you need one. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. I love how easy they make it for me to build a website. But that's not all. Squarespace payments and invoicing helps me run my business in person too. Domains by Squarespace makes it the first, as well as last stop in building my website. And they even have tools to help me sell content or courses, which is really valuable for a creator like me. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/youcan'teatthegrass to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.